The Oilers are in free fall, and their biggest star, Connor McDavid, has not looked like the Rocket Richard winner or the Hart Trophy candidate that we're all used to seeing from him. Discuss that. We're now joined in the studio by Frankie Corrado. And, of course, Dave Poulin joins us from his home office. Gentlemen, 16 points in 16 games from McDavid. He had 32 over that same stretch to start last season. How do you explain this drop-off, Frankie?
I can't believe we're talking about Connor McDavid when we talk about the Edmonton Oilers' problems. But if we do want to get into McDavid, for me, it's just an issue with the team where you rely on one player to give you 150 points, another player to give you 130. And if that doesn't happen, the team can't make the playoffs, the team can't win games. It's flawed for me. Both those guys, yes, they both need to be better. But surely someone can pick up the pace and help bide some time for both those guys to get going. Right now, watching McDavid, it just looks like he's so weathered and beat down from having to carry this team year after year after year.
Frankie, he's the one who set the bar. He kept getting better every year, so we fully expect it. You know, there's a magnificence to his game that has just grown each year. And, you know, right now, I think he's the only one that can answer the question. I mean, we can't put ourselves in his shoes. Not many players can say, I know what it's like to be the best. I know what it's like to be great every night and keep getting better. And by putting the two players together, essentially they only impact one other forward that's playing with them and two defensemen. If you split them up, then they impact four people each. And so it lets everybody else off the hook too in terms of responsibility. There's so much pressure on Connor McDavid, and he's showing signs of frustration. When I played against the best players and they showed signs of frustration, and I mean guys like Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux, you thought you had a little bit of a victory because you had them at least thinking about their games.
All right, so that's the offensive part. But what about defensively? McDavid was a -3 last game, -6 over the last 6 games. He's tied for third worst plus-minus on the entire Oilers team. Are we missing the real problem of McDavid's game right now? How much is he to blame for their poor D, Dave?
Well, he's in the mix, but so is everybody else, Gino. And I think right now they're thinking about hockey instead of playing hockey. And one goal in particular last night struck me against Carolina. It was Nichas's goal, where 4 Oilers all stood around him in front of the goaltender and said, have you got him? Have I got him? Why don't you take him? No, I'll take him. He took a shot. He got the rebound. No one touched him. And then they all looked at each other. They've got to play the game. He's got lots of help on lack of defense on that team right now.
And for me, Connor McDavid's plus-minus is so far down the list of issues for this team. You take a look at the slot shots. They're 31st in the NHL as far as giving up slot shots, just under 16 per game. It's completely unacceptable for a team that thinks they're going to be a good team and go far this season. And when you look at the way they're playing, it's elementary mistakes defensively that's leading to issues for this team. And if everyone would just do their job a little bit better, maybe Connor McDavid wouldn't have to cheat to offense and he could do his job a little bit better. It's a team thing right now. It's a team game, and 2 players can't carry this whole team.
Couldn't agree with you more. But a little more offense from him would certainly help. His 2-goal game on Monday was his first multi-goal game of the season. At this point last year, he'd already had 2 hat tricks.